Joining us now, Director of University of Virginia's Center for Politics and Editor-in-Chief of the Crystal Ball, Professor Larry Sabato. How much do votes like this and issues like this, how much do they matter for this election?
They matter a lot because I think the very best positive issue that Democrats have is about reproductive rights, and not just the overturning of Roe, but also, in this case, the potential dangers to contraception and the very real attempt in some states, some very conservative states with Republican legislatures and Republican governors, to deny the right of access to contraceptives, back to the 50s, I guess. So this is a very good issue for Democrats, and this vote is a smart move by Senator Schumer because it gets all the Republicans on the record. And when you get a no vote to something like this, you can translate it almost immediately into a very good negative TV ad.
What about the vote that's going to come up later this month on IVF? Same thing?
Absolutely. After Alabama, Republicans cannot simply dismiss the idea that it could never happen because it's already happened. A Republican Supreme Court in Alabama essentially banned IVF. And the Republicans in the legislature and the governor, realizing what a disaster it was, had to work overtime to try to get it reversed, at least temporarily. And the same thing can happen in many other conservative states. People have been paying attention. They're angry about it because the horror stories have been building up, Katie. You've seen them on the news even as recently as last night. Terrible cases of abortions being prevented even when the woman's life is in danger, and these other decisions that are being made at the state level day after day that will cause people to think twice about their votes.
So when they vote, are they voting on the issue and voting for senators, Democratic senators? Are they voting for Democratic representatives? Does that translate to the top of the ticket? Because there was some reporting out of Arizona that suggested that Arizonans would come out to protect the right to an abortion in their constitution, in the state's constitution, but that they wouldn't necessarily then go a step further and vote for President Biden on the ballot come November, that with protecting abortion, they then felt freer to vote for Donald Trump.
Well, essentially, it boils down to this. You've got an additional increment of voters who will try to protect abortion rights and other reproductive rights, who are Republican or conservative-leaning independents. Now, many, maybe even most of them, will still vote Republican for president and other offices, but some of them will flake off and will vote for the Democratic candidates because they're angry about the decisions that Republicans on the U.S. Supreme Court and the state legislatures and the governor's offices have made on these subjects. So you're going to gain votes for the Democratic side. We can argue about what percentage is added, but in a close election year like this one, any percentage can matter.
Well, you have your crystal ball. Who has the edge right now? Who do you see taking this one through?
You mean for president?
Yeah.
Oh, for president? Well, I do believe it's going to be a close election. I do think that President Biden has to make up some ground, certainly on his approval level. And if we can get his approval level up, I think it'll increase his vote. You've got a lot of states that are essential to Biden's reelection being entirely too close, given everything that's happened to Donald Trump. But, that's why we have a long campaign. You have the opportunity to change people's minds and to bring to their attention issues they may have forgotten about or ignored.